And I always share this with you, okay? S&P 500 historical data return, okay? November was very good month. So now we are in the December. So based on the historical data, December supposed to be a good month as well. And so far, it seems that December is a good month for US market, except October was not a good month. So therefore, like what I mentioned, you have to be careful every time when you do what we call that trading. Always follow your trade plan, entry price, exit, and the stop loss. You have to be consistent for this case. So why stock markets keep going up, or why US market is so strong, which I already explained to you. Maybe today I'm going to recap again because there are some new member here. 所以最近美国股大涨很强的原因就是没有坏消息，没有经济衰退，最近的业绩报告也是很不错，美元开始跌回，then 这个原油也是有跌，no interest rate high，这个利率的话美联储已经表达了他们不会再调高这个利率，原因就是这个通胀已经被控制了。哦，所以导致没有什么坏消息，所以美国股就开始一直大涨。虽然美国股的话已经进入这个超买区意思是说它随时都会有这个暴利的状况，可是嗯、它还没有开始发生，就是因为这个 market 是太强了。有可能它会突破，OK，就靠今晚了。今晚有一个非常重要的报告，就是 CPI 报告Then 接下来的话，星期四会有这个 FOMC 的 meeting，就是美联储的会议。所以这个星期其实是有两个重大的呃这个报告今晚就是 CPI index，then 明晚就是这个美联储的报告。So this week we have two major announcement from the US. The firstly is a CPI index. Secondly is what we call that the FOMC, Federal Reserve meeting regarding to make a decision about the inflation's rate, interest rate. Okay, sorry, to make a decision whether to hike the interest rate or not. So that will depends on these inflations. All right. So we take a look the index, like for example, commodity index. So commodity index so far is still moderate. All right. Crude oil is trading at $71, which is okay, not too expensive as compared to the previous one. The peak of the index was 3008, and then after that they continue to drop. So basically, this is one of the positive news for stock market, especially the US market. And 10-year treasury bond yield also depreciate, okay? When it reached the peak $5, then it begin to drop. So this is also a positive sign because why? If the interest rate or the yield is too attractive, then obviously most of the investor will put money in a treasury bill, which is the guaranteed returns. And therefore, the market was not doing well in September and October, right? And after that, when the 10-year treasury bill hit the peak and it begin to pull back, that is when the stock market begin to rally. 所以这个是10年期的国债，美国国债。所以如果你看这个图表的话，这个国债从11月头它就开始跌，跌到目前为止的话，它的 interest 是差不多4.19了。在 big 的时候是5%，OK，5%。所以这个对股市来说是好事。OK，因为为什么呢？因为有可能 有些 investor 会把他的钱从这个国债撤出来，maybe，然后他会把这个钱放进去股票里面，所以我很期待这个东西，而且美国股市已经告诉我们说，诶，它一直在涨。then 第三个就是这个 CPI Index 消费者价格指数，如果我们是参考十月份十月份的 CPI Index 是3.2，OK，之前是9月是3.7，九月10月份它是跌到3.2，所以11月份虽然是今晚会出炉，可是有人已经 forecast，OK，这个是 forecast，所以有报道就是说有这个经济学家他们的 forecast 就是11月份的 CPI forecast 在3.1%。So the November CPI index forecast will be 3.1%. So as compared to October, it actually dropped 0.01%, which is considered a good sign as well. Okay. So what is CPI index? CPI index means that if let's say the CPI index is increasing, that means the purchasing power is strong and therefore it might increase the inflation. But if the CPI index is dropping, it means that the purchasing power is reducing and it will help to control the inflation. 所以就是这样的原因美国股一直在涨，所以今晚我们也是等待这个消息出炉，OK，so 我们看这个 forecast 是否会正确了所以有报道显示说它会就是说跌去这个3.18%，as compared to 10月份是3.28%了。So this is another data, negative October means that positive year to date. Okay, as of today, if you look at the market, November and December is a positive month. All right, so that's why based on this data and the information that I have summarized, I expect a Christmas rally in the US market, provided there's no bad news. 所以从这个数据来看还有刚才我跟大家分享其他的数据我个人认为的话，今年我们会看到一个Christmas rally，所以这个是根据这个数据，嗯，所以我就跟大家分享。当然，如果它是没有坏消息的话啦，因为股票什么事情都会发生。如果一旦有坏消息的话，当然，这个股票有可能会大跌。But so far 没有坏消息，所以我只能告诉大家，今天到目前为止，今天没有什么坏消息，只是今晚我们要等待这个 CPI Index 的数据，还有明晚我们要等待这个美联储的会议，所以今天跟明天其实是蛮重要的所以我们是很期待啦。所以看它样子的话，其实股票对这个数据来说，有可能已经被消耗掉了，因为刚才给你看的这个 forecast 已经有这个经济学家 forecast 说这个 CPI index 有可能会 drop，所以这些数据告诉整个市场说，诶，美国股票有可能会继续涨，这个是我个人的看法，好不好？So this is my personal view based on the data that I have collected, and then I summarize it and explain to you. So I hope that you can, enjoy, okay, what I have been doing, all right, and save your time lah. So next thing we take a look the ST. Next thing we take a look the index as usual. So why we take a look the index? Because we don't want to buy when the stock is too expensive. We also don't want to buy when the index is 2 week keep selling down. So we have to look at the big picture, the biggest trend to decide what is the next action to be taken 了哦。所以接下来的话，我们会看这个指数，right？人算不如天算，对了。So that's why stock market usually don't listen to our opinion 啦，哦，通常这个股市哈、它不会听取我们的意见，所以你还是要做好准备。你能控制的东西就是你的股票是否要买进或者是卖出，这些都是非常重要的东西，好不好？So far 有学到东西吗？有学到东西的话就按1号。So do you learn something today? If you learn something, please type one, please. All right? Please type one. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Lim. Thank you, Simmons. Thank you, X Emily. All right. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Chai, Vincent, Cheryl, Clement, LK, Chris, and thank you everyone, okay, for your continued support. All right. So next we take a look at the index. Okay, so this is STI index, although is considered downtrend, very obvious, but however, I noticed one thing, which is quite positive news. The index is sloping up. Okay, the index is sloping up. So what does that mean? That means there's no new low so far. There's no new low. When the price pull back, there's no new low. So that means there are a buyer interest coming in during this period of time, especially in the December. So when I say the trading volume is not that huge, but in fact there are some professional trader or investor accumulating some stock. Okay, and I also noticed a bullish candlestick occur on 8th of December. So what does that mean? That means again, they are professional trader or institutions are accumulating some stock from Singapore market. So they just don't want you to know lah. And based on the historical data, usually December the volume might not be big or huge, but there are people still buying some stock because when they are coming back from holiday, maybe they may push up the stock price further in January. So this is what the market usually happen, especially in the Singapore market. So that's why I say in my interview, this is what I see, okay, based on the chart, and I give my view to you. Maybe it's time to accumulate some stock in Singapore market, although there are some stock that already keep moving up. Stock like has been sharing with you like Frenckens, UMS, iFast, many of them. Later we talk about individual stock, but right now what I have seen is that buyer interest has coming back for Singapore market. So you just need to monitor closely. All right. And what else? The reason why the STI index is not doing well recently, which I already explained previously, because of the bank stock is having a correction. The bank stock is having a correction, and you have to understand the STI index is being formed by 30 component stocks. And the biggest weightage of STI component is Singapore Bank. So if the Singapore Bank is not moving up, it will drag down the STI index. So that is based on what we call that the stock chart, and then I give my view to you. All right. But so far, I think it's quite positive. Okay, based on the chart, they are telling us people are buying in slowly. All right, and later we'll talk about individual stock. So this for STI index, and S&P 500 is super bullish. STI index so far is super bullish. And you can see that the price also break through 4,600. Based on the data that I have been sharing with you, that is why I expect a Christmas rally based on the data. And by looking at the chart, I also expect the Christmas rally is coming. 所以整体来说 S&P 500是非常强势，是 consider a bull market 在美国啦。And 如果你看这个图表的话，其实它有突破 breakthrough. So what does that mean? That means buyer keep continue to buy. And currently there is no sign of any weakness. There's no sign of selling. Okay, during that time, market was sideways. If you still what we call that, remember, and then I did draw the sideways, but during the sideways, we are not sure whether the stock market will break through or break down. But however, these few days, it is confirmed that the market continue to go up and it continue to break through. So what does that mean to you? That means you must look at your portfolio. What are the stocks that you have? Are you participating in this bull market? Because I don't want you to buy when the price is too high. Usually the strategy that I show you is to buy when the stock price begin to rebound or they already move in the uptrend. So 在这样的情况之下，就是告诉我们牛市是非常强势 ，OK，and 它突破就是告诉我们说，买家一直进场，而且你要明白说，这个有可能只是刚刚开始，而且在美国，我之前也是有跟大家分享过，这个 money market fund 的钱其实还没有就是说进入这个股市。这个 money market fund 我之前也是有给你们看那个图表，有超过1 trillion 是非常多，这个现金在 money market fund 那边还没有进入这个股市里面，所以我个人认为的话，这个只是刚刚开始罢了。所以明年 OK，我对这个市场其实是有很大的信心。但是你要明白说，股票不是一条直线继续涨，它是会回调的。为什么呢？因为它是人造的，因为每个人都不一样我们都不一样。你有听过这首歌吗？我们都不一样是吗？是因为有些人他会套利，OK，有些人他需要用到钱，但有些人他希望说他12月份的股票的账户是青色的，所以他们就开始卖股票，所以这个是 open market，OK，open market 的意思是说如果你没有卖，其他人会先卖，你明白吗？所以如果其他人先卖的话then 你的价钱如果你要卖的话是不是很美了。所以虽然上个星期说我有跟大家分享，就是说，如果你有赚钱的话，你应该套利一些。其实如果你那时候套利的话，其实并不说不对耶我有跟你解释过，你套利一些的话，如果它有大跌的话，还是 OK，因为你已经减了仓。但是如果它有继续涨的话，还是 OK 啊，因为你没有完全把它卖掉啊，所以你还有一个部分，所以这个是最重要的，就是买股票你要懂得卖。我每次跟大家强调的就是，会买就是土地，会卖才是食物。So that is why in my previous session, although market is strong, I always encourage you to take profit. It doesn't mean that asking you to sell everything, just in case because we do not know what is going to happen to the stock market. So when you took some profit, it's okay because if market drop, you already reduce position. If market rebound like this one, it's still okay because you still have the some position on hand. So far, US market is very bullish. And next thing is Nasdaq component stock, which is the 科技板块。So 科技板块的话也是很强势，very strong。Alright。所以如果你们去年有听我讲，这个课程的话，研讨会的话，你们肯定是赚翻了哦。因为去年开始年尾的时候，我就跟大家分享的话，诶，这个美国股票科技股，尤其是科技股是非常便宜。你们不买的话，OK，你们会失去很大的机会。因为为什么呢？我跟大家分享过，这个科技股哈、其实如果你看我们现在人类哈、其实我们不能就是说每天都在使用这个科技。哦，我相信你们有些人都每天都在看 Facebook 是吗？或者是 YouTube。但如果你是在做工的话，你们每天都是在用 email，所以这些科技工具我们每天都是在使用，就是变成好像我们的必需品这样。所以它是不会跑掉的，它只会继续上这个科技股的这个东西。So my view, like what I explained to everyone, all right, the technology, right, okay, it can only go up, okay, but if you look at the entire what we call that markets, almost every one of us, right, are using technology um to to rely on the technology for daily tasks. If you are in a business, like for example, today I use Zoom meeting, so that's why this is a technology. So moving forward in long term, okay, technology sector, right, will keep moving up. So with that reason, you must look back your portfolio. Your portfolio, your stock, must also consist of what we call then strong sector stock. Okay, so that's what I mean. So far you can see that Nasdaq component is very strong. All right, the price is hovering near 14,000 to 14,468. So far, there's no sign of selling down, although it's near the resistance. People keep buying. So that's why I say tonight, the CPI index and the FOMC meeting is crucial. It might impact the stock market. But if we looking at the forecast that I show you, CPI index supposed to be dropped to 3.1%, which will be a good news for a stock market. So I'm expecting this US market Christmas rally. But again, you have to be careful. All right. Don't be too confident also sometimes, because in stock market, right, when you are too confident, you might overlook on your portfolio. When it's supposed to cut loss, you never cut loss because you have overconfident. Always remember, if you cut loss earlier, right, you will minimize the losses, you still have the capital, and you can buy back the stock. 所以事实已经证明股票有上也是会跌。所以如果你不想要就是止损的话，then 有可能你就会错过很大的机会。当股票反弹的时候，我的意思是说，股票其实有很多机会给你赚钱，可是很多人就是不会去管理他的股票。你要明白说，股票就是好像我们的孩子这样。You have to understand, stock is like our baby. You have to deal with it. You have to take care of it. You have to monitor. Okay, all right. You have to manage. If you don't do that, okay, then it's very difficult for you to make money lah. All right. So that's why I always emphasize this in my class, Mastering Price Action. So that's why I encourage everyone of you to attend if you have not attend yet. And then next thing is Hang Seng Index. All right. Hang Seng Index 的话，之前有说过，OK，它已经很低了，可是它变成更低，right？所以之前的话有跟大家分享过，就是说它有开始慢慢的涨。Previously, I did mentions Hang Seng Index is very cheap. Okay, how do I define cheap? Okay, how do I define? It's based on the what we call that the previous high, right? Which was trading around uh 31,000. Okay, 31,000. Let me move the chart. This 1 year, right? So this was high price 31,000. As of today is 16,000. So that is how I define cheap 啦。OK，当这个市场很便宜的时候，其实是很多机会。可是，like what I explained to every one of you, you must use your spare cash 啦。OK, spare cash because we expect to hold for a certain period, right? And I also did some research. Hong Kong market, obviously, the foreign investor is not participating right now because most of the foreign investor are buying US stock. So if you are a investor, usually you will look at the market. If the market can make money, then you will go to that market. And the fact is that US market can make money. So that is why a lot of the investor, especially the institution, they all go and buy US stock. And that is why they neglect the Hong Kong market currently. But I believe Hong Kong market will rebound one day, okay? But you might want to ask when. So based on my study, I think when Federal Reserve, the US Federal Reserve begin to announce reducing the rate, right? Then you can begin to take a look at the Hong Kong market or China market. So that is what I have been study, all right? And I expect Hong Kong or China market will rebound strongly when the dust has been settled, all right? Because like what I explained to everyone, 股票有上有跌，你不可能等到它上了30,100点的时候你才买进，所以这个时候你就可以开始关注。好不好？ So that's my view 啦 OK, that's my view, alright. But currently US market can make money, then you can stick with US market, alright. And unless US market cannot make money, then you might want to begin to look around other market lah. So that is my view for the index. So what happened to STI index? Look like STI index is bottoming. Okay, is it accumulate? Right. So S&P 500 and Nasdaq is super bullish. Okay, I put super bullish. Right. Super bullish. Okay. Stock price may continue the rebound. Okay. But we still need to be careful. Okay. Anything can happen. But so far, like what I mentioned to you, based on the data that I have shown you, based on the chart that I show you, I expect Christmas rally. Okay. It's going to happen in December. So I hope, okay, it will happen based on current informations. And Hong Kong is still weak. Okay. Or we call it super weak. Super weak. Yeah. So it's the opposite direction as compared to a US market. All right. But it also gives us an opportunity to accumulate a fundamental good company. But you need a lot of what? You need a lot of patience. Okay, you need a lot of patience for Hong Kong market because Hong Kong market is different market as compared to US and Singapore market. Is because most of the investor come from the mainland China lah. And if you study the China market or Hong Kong market, China market especially, they are considered quite a new market in the world. So that's why they are not matured enough as compared to a US market. So it takes time. But based on the fact Hong Kong market is very cheap, when I show you the index. So that is my view for the index performance. Okay. And what is the best sector? So far, the best sector is still IT sector. 所以科技板块的话还是 number one。接下来就是这个 communication services number two。And 第三的话就是 consumer discretionary。consumer discretionary，股票好像是这个 Amazon。OK，Tesla 也算是这个consumer discretionary TSLA。其实 Tesla 还没有涨，OK，等一下我们看 Tesla 这个股票，Alright，其他方面的股票已经涨了蛮多的，OK，还是继续在涨。And 1 month performance information technology, okay, went up around 45%. That's a lot. Alright, it's still IT number one, communication services number two, and then consumer discretionary and number three. So this actually telling us that the strong sector in IT. So therefore, in your portfolio, you must have a IT stock in your portfolio. Okay, because if you want to participate in the bull market, you must have tech stock in your portfolio. All right. So next, before I go further, okay, mastering price actions cost. Okay, let me do some ads. Okay, currently this price actions class, right, is the last class for this year, and the subsidy is up to 70%. Remaining 30% you can claim using your skill future. So if you have friend, family member, or colleague that trading stock, you might want to share this class with them because maybe they do not know, all right? So you take this opportunity to share with them. So I hope that this is what I call a win-win situations. For example, the free webinar that I have been doing, I can tell you that free thing will not be a permanent. Okay, free thing cannot be a permanent. Only win-win situation can be permanent. 所以在这里想跟大家解释一下这个课程今年是算最后一个课程，最后Then 还有 subsidy 78仙，另外38仙的话可以用 skill future。所以如果你有朋友、亲戚或者是同事有做股票的话，其实你可以介绍给他们，因为他们不知道有这个课程，有可能他们有可能他们是想要学，可是他们不知道。外面的话，有老师在卖4000到5000块新币课程，可是我看了他的 content 其实是一样的东西。所以在这边学习的话不一样，因为我做的东西，我给你看的东西都不一样，跟其他老师不一样。So，刚才我之前有做过，这个研讨会线上研讨会是免费的，所以你要明白说，免费的东西是不会持久了我相信大家都是了解这个东西，只有双赢才会持久。所以在这里，我就是想呼吁大家把这个课程介绍给你的朋友因为这个课程是今年最后一个课程嘛所以赶快介绍给他们，好不好？So next is my Singapore stock watch list. All right. So quite number of stock is actually moving up as you compare with SDI index is dropping, but these are the stock that are moving up silently. Okay. The first one is SIA, buyer interest keep coming back. And I have been sharing this stock with you almost every week. When the price begin to rebound, or when the price begin to what we call it. So you might want to see. So 很明显，这个 SIA 的股票它继续涨。OK，So 在98 这个 interview 的时候，我有谈到这个旅游业板块哦。旅游业板块的话，它的股票就是 SIA 啦，新航。Then 很明显的话，如果你看图表的话，其实买家慢慢的进场，OK，导致这个股票慢慢的涨。所以之前它大涨过后，它就开始跌。所以我也是有跟大家解释过，那时候大涨过后就是要套利。所以你就是，如果你没有套利的话，它跌回差不多24%。所以这一次他又回来，OK，所以有很多人他说："哎呀，我之前买太高点还没有出，说现在没有钱买进了。"所以很多散户的问题就是在这边呢，OK，只会买不会卖啊，哦，他的问题就是在这边，所以你要学习如何卖股票，OK，不是每一只股票都是可以持股的，你也是要了解到这些东西啊，哦。Okay, so far it's still very good. Okay, SIA. All right, they keep going up slowly. I believe it still have a great potential. All right. So when is a resistance? Is there any resistance? Here is a resistance. Here is also resistance. Here is also resistance. All right. So there are many resistance. All right, but not to worry because it just begin. Okay, I believe the trend is just begin. All right. So it's a good opportunity, okay, for those people who have the interest in the SIA stock. Genting Singapore 昨天涨了很多，then 它就跌回。So Genting stocks yesterday went up a lot, right? And then what happened to them? People took profit lah yesterday, right? So we can see very obvious a very bearish candlestick here. Took profit, but today the buyer are coming back a little bit. Okay, the buyer are coming back a little bit. So as long as the price remain above 96 cents, I think it's still okay. All right. So the great support is 96 cents 啊。所以之前我在哪里讲，你们还记得吗？之前我是在这边讲，OK，还有这边。所以如果谁有在这个认定股票赚钱的话，打八号好不好？打八号。Anyone of you make money from Genting? Can you type eight, please? Can you type eight? Right. Let me see. Oh, Simmons, thank you for your support. What about the rest? Okay, Limbing, thank you. All right. Maybe some of you are too shy lah. Okay. Never mind. If you miss out, there are plenty of opportunity. You just need to be patient because the fact is that stock market will go up and then come down. So you just need to have the patience. All right. Okay. Fang. Okay. Thank you. Tang also. Thank you. All right. I believe there are many lah. Huh? Some of you are too shy. Okay. And what else? Franken. So Frencken is considered Singapore technology stock, huh? Frencken, Fencken, Fencken. So Frencken recently also break out and the price continue to move up higher. So what does that mean again? Okay, the buyer interest keep coming in, all right? There's no sign of selling, okay, because maybe Frencken was influenced by US market，所以 Frencken 这个股票的话，它也是继续涨。OK，你可以看到从这个8月份开始，OK，8月份哦，到目前为止来说是属于一个上升趋势的股票啦，就是从8月到12月份，OK。当然，整体来说，你可以看到之前的高点是在2块3毛6，过后它就跌很多，OK，跌很多。所以 that's why 你要学会卖股票了。你在顶部的时候你没有卖， 过后你就会被套利。Then 到目前为止来说，套利了过后，整整差不多超过1年半，它才开始慢慢的涨。所以到目前为止，我在说还是算不错了哦，还算不错。OK，so far is still very good for this stock. I think still got great potential. Okay, it still got great potential. So you can see that they only drop two candlestick, but most of the day it's going up. 所以它是跌少涨多，OK，跌少涨多，OK，alright，so it's a good sign 啦，OK for this stock，OK，still have a great potential，OK，and what else? Venture 这个股也是开始回来，OK，自从我在这个价位跟大家分享的12块3毛，说它已经慢慢开始回来，right？So 到目前为止来说算 OK，因为它没有跌破这个 support level，所以这个 support level 12块6毛半是非常重要的 support level，它不可以跌破了，跌破的话有可能它的趋势有可能会转下，but so far 的话，它的上升趋势的概率是算蛮高的，OK，so I think still got great potential，alright，so it has been went up almost 10% from the previous notifications. Alright. So far it's still good. Okay, still good. Okay. 所以你要明白一件事情，就是说哦，当这个孩子还没有开始长的时候，就是说整体这个新加坡股市哦，你看他的孩子还没有开始涨，OK，这个是算大趋势啊。如果这个大趋势开始转上的话，哈，OK，that means 啊，这些股票啊，OK，他们就是会开始跑，所以他们会先跑了。意思是说，right，通常都是这样，OK，比较强势的股票或者是没有跌的股票，他们其实会先跑先。So that is how the what we call that the market actually move 了。And then lastly, Seatrium 我今天才看到，right？Seatrium 今天看到，所以跟你们分享一下 Seatrium Trium。Seatrium 是so far 如果你看到下降趋势，OK，is a downtrend stock，alright？But 通常我是跟大家分享，我是会比较喜欢上升趋势的股票，所以在这里只是跟大家分享哦，这个股票有开始走动，OK？Although the trend is still downtrend 啦，and recently the price actually break through the downtrend line, and then I spotted this bullish candlestick. So as long as the price stay above the downtrend line, it always opportunity for us to accumulate the stock. Okay, but you still need to be careful to set a stop loss. Is because nothing is 100%. So my job, okay, is to share with you the stock opportunity, and your responsibility is to take care your stock. And this be agree? Agree 的话打5号，你明白我讲的如果你明白我讲什么，打5号，好不好？Alright，所以这个就是我的工作，OK，我分享给大家看，我看到什么机会就分享。你可以看到我是一个很不吝啬的人呐，哦，我也是希望说你们也是不要吝啬，就是说，双赢是最好的东西，你明白这个东西吗？所以如果你明白这个道理的话，哈，这个东西哈会很持久的，OK，希望说你们会明白啦，Alright。So it's quite positive, okay? Citrium. And then 接下来的话，Sembcorp Industry. Sembcorp Industry is one of my favorite also. SEM, Sembcorp Industry. So Sembcorp Industry also pretty interesting recently, all right? Because previously I noticed there was a bearish candlestick. I thought the price continued to go down, but the price didn't break below the support level, but instead it moving up. So when the price moving up, it's actually mean that the buyer interests are still inside this stock. OK， 所以意思是说，这个股票其实还有人在买。虽然之前我看到这个非常bearish 的 candlestick 啊，but 它其实没有跌破这个 support level 的 important or I call it major support 啦。OK， and today they rebound strongly with the bullish candlestick. I think again got potential as long as the price didn't drop below the support level. So in fact, there are quite number of opportunity for Singapore stock. Although generally STI index is dropping. So that is why I say it's time to accumulate some stock. Don't wait until later lah, because when you wait until later, when people come back from holiday, then they might push up the price. So again, I want to remind every one of you, nothing is 100%. You still need to set a stop loss. 可以吗? Okay. And what else? Okay, bank stock. Bank stock is still in correction. All right, we take a look OCBC. So OCBC is still having a correction. 所以之前有跟大家解释过为什么银行股会跌，原因就是最近的报道显示说，他们这个贷款的生意面临这个挑战呢。OK，所以你要明白说，新加坡银行就是靠这个贷款生意嘛。所以如果贷款的生意面临这个 challenge ，OK，then 它的股票就是说庄家啦，或者是比较大型的基金经理啊，他们会套利一些股票，所以导致这个新加坡股开始跌了，OK，就是有套利的状况。所以我跟大家分享的都是比较短期跟中期的概念。如果你们是之前在低点买进的话，其实你们不用担心新加坡的银行股，因为新加坡银行股是全世界最优秀的银行啊。所以如果你们在低点买进的话，你们还是可以 hold 住收这个利比登啊。所以我今天跟大家分享的话，只是一个比较短期跟中期的看法，因为有一些人是玩短期跟中期嘛，所以这个想法的话，我会告诉你们的。So far the one is still pretty weak, all right. But if let's say the price drop near the maybe $12.30, maybe I do not know, will they drop? OK，所以如果它有跌到12块3毛的话，我觉得是一个蛮不错的价钱买进了。这个是我的看法了，可以吗？所以这个是 OCBC。Then we have a DBS. DBS, okay, is still pretty weak, right? Although although today they rebound a little bit, but they are still below this what we call that. Can I say, yeah, still below 200-day MA lah. Okay, still consider a bit bearish. Okay, still a bit bearish. All right. So we will continue to monitor. All right. And this is a support level. It look like a rebound from here, 31.16 cent. 所以如果它有继续涨的话，突破这个 support 突破这个 resistance 的话，有可能它就有机会了。所以我每次跟大家分享，调整并不是一个坏事啦，尤其是对这个比较优势的公司、比较优秀的公司啊，所以有可能它也是给我们一个机会买进。All right，连接下来的话就是 UOB。So UOB hitting resistance. So previously sideways. and also very volatile, right? Sideways and volatile. And this few days, okay, they continue to go up and then hitting the resistance, right? 所以这个告诉我们说，其实有人在买进嘛，OK？这告诉我们说有人在买进，所以明天我们要看它会 break through 吗？还是它会跌回？所以它跌回的话，有可能跌回这个价位27块3毛半才上回，right？So we'll see how tomorrow. Okay? So this is a bank stock, right? And what else? So this is a US stock. So semiconductor is booming this few days, especially AMD. Okay, AMD went up quite a lot, right? So and the price also break through the resistance 13.69. 13.69. So this stock has been in my watch list lah. Okay, so if you manage to catch the entry price somewhere around here, then congratulations to you. So I think it's just a begin of the bullish trend. I think it's just a begin of the bullish trend. All right. If there's no bad news to a US market. 所以整体来说，刚才有解释，美国是最强了，so far。Okay, so what about your stock? 所以你们现在是看什么股票？现在是看什么股？So again, I will choose the stock randomly now. Right. So I hope that you can understand due to what we call that limited time. So 这些人是看什么股？Capital Land Invest. Okay. So REITs 这些sector 有没有回来？REITs actually REITs stock is coming back also. If you notice, Capital Land Invest. So how do you think about this stock? Actually, you can see that the stock is actually moved in the sideway. All right. They move in a sideway. 所以是看个人了哈，每个人的做法都不一样。OK，but so far 它还是没有跑。首先，因为它是被这个利率所影响啊。通常 REITs 的话，这些公司他们如果 REITs 利率太高的话，他们的股价就不会上。但是如果你看到目前为止来说，其实如果你要买进的话，然后 hold 一阵子是 OK 的，因为它的价钱还没有开始跑。Then 我相信每个人你们都知道这个是比较好的公司了哦。So I think the price is not moving up yet. Okay, if you want to accumulate, you can accumulate in the stages lah. Okay, and again the resistance is 7.8. Before that, there's another resistance somewhere around here, right? So if they can break through, and then we expect it will continue to go up, hopefully 3.80. So that's my view, all right? And then what else? So Alibaba 9988. So how do you think about Alibaba? Okay. Alibaba actually does not align with their what we call that stock market value lah. I think the company is actually making money, is profitable, but the price is continue to go down. So it means that investors are not buying, especially the foreign investor lah. So that's why you can see the price is keep going down. But how do you think, right? So that's why I say, if you ask me, the price is very attractive. It's very attractive. Okay. So if you have spare cash and you like this company, actually you can accumulate. You can accumulate, but you need to be patient, which I explained to you many, many times. All right. So again, yeah, the price is very attractive. Dynamic, D-Y-N-A, dynamic. So how do you think about dynamic? Okay. So 这个股我也是很久没有看了。我们看一下。So how do you think it look like the price also break through, right? Look interesting. And then where is the resistance? Resistance is, I think, somewhere here, right? So the price might continue and hit resistance somewhere around 32 cents. If they can continue to break through and then pull back, if they can continue to break through and pull back, then that would be a nice one, right? But so far it's still too early. They must break through the 32 cent first, okay? So 32 cent is here, right? 之前我有看这个股是因为它涨上升趋势过后，它就开始跌回，right？跌回，所以跌回的话我就没有开始看，直到今天我们有朋友告诉我们说，诶，这个股 Steven 哦，就告诉我们，我们就开始看回了。Tesla，OK，TSLA。So how do you think about Tesla? Right? So Tesla is quite interesting as well recently. And I noticed that a base was being built from this area. So what does that mean? That means the buyer interest, or there are some people are accumulating this stock. They just don't want you to know. I suspect, all right, based on the chart. And as long as the price didn't break the support level, I think the price might break through as well. Okay, the major resistance. So this is a major resistance issue actually. Right. So it looked like the price is waiting for breakthrough. Okay. So let us monitor. Although now it's too early to say because when the price move in the sideway, right, it can go either way. So, but now it's too earlier to say. All right. But based on the chart and based on the current market situation, it looked like the price might break through. So that's my view. Okay. Because US market is pretty bullish and as Tesla is not moving up yet, okay, it still built the base. So I expect it might break through. That's my view. iFast. iFast is overbought, right? So this few day, the profit taking, okay, profit taking. So this is a support level, which is $8, all right? So look like the price is hitting the peak lah. Okay, it's hitting the peak, all right? So if you look at the price, $8 must not break lah. If the price break below $8, then a pullback may happen, all right? So reason is because that the price already went up a lot. So it's time for them to take some rest lah. You get what I mean? 所以整体来说，iFast 是属于这个进入这个超买区了哦。所以你可以看到这几天它的蜡烛就是好像有人在呃套利，OK，有人在套利，right？But 如果它的价格 stay above $8哦，如果它的价格就是嗯 trading 在8块钱以上哦，then 有可能它会转上。如果它跌破这个8块钱哦，有可能它会转下了。OK，but 现在 is too early to say. OK，but there are some professional trader I believe they buy now, but they do set a stop loss as well. Okay, so that is what I noticed lah. Okay, so because this is considered support level lah, $8. Right? So the price expensive, yes, but it begin to pull back profit taking and price stay above $8. So if you are professional trader, okay, you can consider, but you must set the stop loss lah. Alright. So 这个是 iFast CLAR 这个 is it the stock CLAR? The CLAR is still downtrend, alright, but most of the stock is uptrend. So usually when this situation happen, I will skip this stock 嘛，OK？通常如果是你看整体美国市场是牛市嘛，其实很多股都是在涨，可是如果这个股没有涨的话，通常我是不会去看它了，因为不要浪费在这一些股呢。因为如果它没有涨的话，是有它的原因，就是庄家没有进来，所以庄家没有进来的话，你怎样买的话，你都不会赚钱的。所以我的建议是不要看它先，all right，除非它有突破，OK，突破，OK，so far 没有。妞扬子江，OK，我们看扬子江。So how do you think about 扬子江？Yang Zhejiang is pretty strong as well. So the price also didn't drop much, okay, after the correction. So the price is moving up slowly. So the price is actually moving up slowly. So I think got potential because the buyer interest is still there. Okay, the buyer interest is still there, right? So long term is still uptrend. Okay, and then symmetrical triangle is being formed. All right. So this symmetrical triangle is still too early to say whether they will break through or not. All right. The price might move in this way, this way, this way, this way, and then break through. Look like okay, it got chance to break through lah, huh? But it's now still too early to say because overall the stock is still uptrend. Right. So it's quite an interesting stock that you must put into your watch list lah. New, okay, new. New is not moving up yet, okay, because the EV sector is not moving up yet. If let's say Tesla begin to move, I think Neo will follow suit now. All right. So it's very obvious the price is near support level. Okay. The price is support level and the stock is downtrend. All right. But I think it got chance, okay, to have a midterm rebound like this one. Okay. So this is considered midterm rebound. So you can see that the price actually went up in a short period. For example, I think only 1 month and then it began to drop a lot. So you must know the characteristic of this stock. All right, it's not for you to hold for a very long period. So when you make money, you must know when to sell. Right? So far, the price is considered cheap and near the support level. All right. And it all depends on the EV sector. So if Tesla begin to move, I think NIO will follow suit as well. All right. I think can monitor PLTR, Palantir. So how do you think about Palantir? Palantir is hitting resistance, so that's why last night profit taking. But how do you think about the stock? The stock is quite volatile. Okay, the stock is quite volatile, but it's quite a popular stock. Okay, quite popular stock. So how do you think about this stock? How do you think? So is this the support? Yeah, pretty obvious. This is a support level, right? $17. And then last night they hit resistance. Okay. So if everything go well, if they break through, all right, then again the momentum might continue lah. So far the stock uptrend still intact lah, just that the price is pretty volatile. Okay. But looking at it, there is an opportunity. Okay, look like the price there is an opportunity as long as the price didn't break below $17. So this is Palantir. What about other stock? Keppel DC. All right. Yeah, Keppel DC also coming back. I talked about this stock recently. Okay. So when price was somewhere around here. So again, hitting resistance. So Keppel DC is one of my favorite. So during that time, it went up slowly until it break below the trend line. Okay, and I still remember, I'm not sure you still remember, I also asked you to be careful once the price break below the trend line. And it does continue to go down. But however, okay, it begin to rebound after hitting the support level, right? So we will see if the price continue to break through. It's all depend on the US technology stock. All right. So it's quite interesting. Okay. I think still got potential. All right. Mara. Okay. So Mara is a cryptocurrency related stock. So this stock is also very interesting and speculative stock. I don't encourage you to buy now. Okay. Because when the price hit the peak, usually it will come down, right? So this was the peak. So how do you think about this stock? Okay. Now, of course, professional trader, they will buy lah. But for normal retail investor, okay, if you are not comfortable with the way that they are moving, you try not to buy lah. Okay, because first of all, it's a very speculative stock, right? But it might not be suitable for everyone. And if you have experience, yes, you can participate because experienced trader, they know when to sell, they know when to cut loss, lah, right? Personally, I do trade this stock. Okay, I do trade this stock, right? So price is considered oversold. So last night they dropped a lot. Okay, so if you look at the price, I think the support is near here, right? $14 is a support level. So as long as the price stay above $14, I think they got chance to go up, okay, at least to $19. So you can consider to, I mean, you can continue to monitor. Speculative stock. SD Engineering, long time never see this stock. Are they moving up? SD Engineering 现在是在这个 support 上面。So what happened to this stock? Okay. 所以这个股票的话，会比较慢一些，OK，but它是有这个 resistance was here, right? Okay, so I think during that time when the price shot up, right? If you still remember, I asked you to take profit, okay? I think someone also text me. Yeah, I advised them to take some profit, okay? And then next few days, the price begin to drop to as low as $3.70. And $3.70 is a support level, pretty obvious. So I expect the price will move in the range, okay? They'll move in the range. And will they break through? We don't know yet, all right? But if you look at the price, I think it will, move in the range. And the support level of $3.70 is very important, support level. So as long as the price continue to stay above $3.70, I think it got potential, right? So this is a ST engineering, okay? All right, okay. So let me move on to a slide, right? So this is a Hong Kong stock. New Oriental, still very good. Another one is China stock called PDD. They also went up, all right? Listed in US. EV is not moving yet, okay? It's still in my watch list, all right? So like what I explained to you, if Tesla begin to move up, I think the rest will follow suit, all right? So that's why we need to monitor, okay? So this is a Hong Kong stock watch list. And before that, maybe we take a look the big cap, okay? Before I move further, let us take a look some US big cap. For example, Meta platform, all right? So Meta platform is still very strong, okay? Uptrend still intact. So the price pull back a little bit and then rebound, okay? Still near above the support level. Again, I think Meta will continue to go up, all right? Although it's considered expensive, you have to understand US market is like that. When the stock is expensive, they will be more expensive 啦。所以通常美国股票的话，如果你抢它贵它会变得更贵，通常都是这样 ，alright？ So professional trader usually they buy high and sell high 啦 ，alright？ 所以如果你对这个股票，就是说，因为它是在高点，属于比较贵 ，alright？ 所以普通散户的话，如果你对这个图表太高或者是太贵的话，你可以选择其他股票。但是我可以跟你肯定的说，这样类似的股票这个专业的股手是很喜欢买了，OK？因为他们要找的就是这一类是强势的股票，because they know when to sell, they know when to take profit. So that is the crucial part. All right. And the other one is Amazon, 亚马逊。So 亚马逊的话，其实它也是在 build the base, right? So it's a interesting stock as well. When the base is being built, they can go both direction. But look like the price will go up will break through also. 你明白吗？ Alright. So it's an interesting market right now. And Google. So Google also hitting resistance previously. And a bit volatile. 这个 stock 的话会比较 volatile. But every time when they drop, they always rebound. Okay? Every time they drop, they will always rebound. So I expect they will move in a sideways for a while before they break through. Okay? Look like the price will break through. Okay? Especially the mega stock. Alright? Because the buyer interests are still there. Can? So that's my view for a stock, individual stock. So let me move on to my slide. Okay? So 2023, my objective remain unchanged. Ignore the news, look at the chart, use price actions. So a lot of the retail investor problem is always look at the news. So again, I remind you every time, don't look at the news. Always look at the chart.